Machine of Nonsense, episode 179, and it's the What's Coming Up in October episode. I'm your host, my name's Eric, by the way. I'm your host, Eric, joined as always by Kayla.
It's time to wake up that guy now, right? He said his name the other day. I was hoping you were going to say it.
Billy Joe Armstrong, yes.
Yes, let's wake him up. September's over.
It is. Mike is also here. He's up. He's awake already.
Hey, but let's leave Trey Cool sleeping. We don't need to. He's a weird guy. No, I like Trey. He's fine.
Got a weird face, Trey Cool, I think.
But sure. Yes. I think they all look like just
No. Mike Dirnt is just a normal looking human being. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Those are three members of Green Day, everyone, and that's our episode.
Right. Greencast. Here we go.
Greencast. Right. No, we are talking October 2024 and everything coming to screens. But everyone who's been sending me hate mail. Where's the Disc Dive Part 2 of Metal Gear Solid 2? Mea culpa, guys. I upgraded to Windows 11. And that was a bad idea. So
the cloud strike got you.
Yeah, exactly. I was attacked. And our 2-hour awesome recording of just shitting on Stillman from Metal Gear Solid 2 was lost to my Windows 11 upgrade. So I don't know. We're gonna run it back.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that one. But we've got lots of thoughts on Metal Gear Solid: Sons of Liberty. What you been up to, Mike? What's new?
Man, playing a lot of just kind of old stuff along with Metal Gear. Kind of wrapped up my Hollow Knight playthrough. I didn't get the full 112% or whatever, but who needs that?
Fake game.
Then kind of moved. They had released the Castlevania Dominus collection. I've been playing a lot of Dawn of Sorrow, the first DS one. Probably for my money, the second best Castlevania game. And I also wanted to play. I had played Porch to Ruin and like that one, but I had never played Order of Ecclesia, the third game on the collection. And I tried it a little bit. It's different. I didn't love that one. I might go back to that, but because I was trying to have my vegetables before dessert, but I went to old Dawn of Sorrow after that. Excited for Zelda. I think it's this Friday.
I think you're right.
So definitely going to be playing that this weekend. Watching. I've had a hard time watching anything lately, really. I've started like the Terminator anime. Dabbled in some other stuff too. Tried to watch His Three Daughters on Netflix. Started that one. I do want to go back to that, starring our girl Carrie Coon. Who else is in
Natasha
that? The chick
Lyonne,
from
right?
Yes, Natasha Lyonne and
Elizabeth Olsen. Yes, thank you.
We love women on this pod.
We do. I'm just not on my A game right now. My apologies. Other than that, there's some other stuff I'm sure that I'm blanking on but it must not have been.
Did you see Beetlejuice?
We did go and see that.
Okay, Beetlejuice.
The day before you helped us move, actually, and we had gone kind of late, a late kind of 8 p.m. showing, and
I remember now. Yes,
I fell asleep.
It wasn't the second trip. Okay.
Yeah. But the family liked it. I kept waking up intermittently throughout the movie, and there's a baby Beetlejuice at some point, and I'm like, okay, I'm not missing a great film here because that didn't seem great. So it seemed like it was kind of a Netflix special kind of thing to it, like how Netflix had like the Pee Wee Herman kind of thing,
Sure.
and it seemed like something like that. So not like a Top Gun Maverick level of a legacy sequel, but yeah, that's about it. What have you guys been up to?
Well, a lot of X-Files. We are blowing through the X-Files. We're just at the end of season 2. Those are long seasons. Those are like 25 episode seasons. At least the first handful are very long. But you're loving it, right, Kayla?
I do love it. I thoroughly enjoy X-Files.
Oh, cool.
We had quite the laugh. There was an episode was all about.
It's funny.
It's quite funny. It's way funnier than I think. I think I watched it for the spookiness back in the day when I was a kid and stuff, and it's still pretty spooky, but like it's quite funny. Like there was an episode we were watching that was all based on like carnival freaks and stuff.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, and there's like a scene where one of it's like a little person, and he's like, "Why would anyone want to be like?" He says it really well, but
tall,
like
dark, and handsome.
Yeah, tall, dark, and handsome, and then it pans over to David Duchovny like doing a Captain Morgan pose, and it's just like perfect timing. It's quite funny, and like it's just good. It's just good television.
It's funny. Yeah, I like it.
So how close are you guys to like starting like Doctor Who or something?
Oh man,
I'd watch Doctor Who too. I would.
I don't know. I stick with good old.
I think
American
I'd really
television.
enjoy it.
No, I bet you I'd dig Doctor Who or something. But I'm interested to see the later episodes of X-Files. A lot of stuff I never checked out. I mean, it was like revived twice, if I remember correctly. And I've never seen like even the like late 90s or early 2000s where they introduced what's his name from T2
Robert Patrick.
I remember him being introduced, but I don't think I watched any of those seasons. So I'm interested
Spoilers.
to see. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Robert Patrick, your favorite actor, is in X-Files, I'm sure.
This 30-year-old show.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I
20-year-old show.
It's especially fun watching it while playing through Metal Gear, and there's like Deep Throat is a character and Mr. X is a character and stuff, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. Like obviously there's some crossover there.
It's fun.
And yeah, other than that, we watched I Saw the TV Glow. Kayla, your instant reaction to I Saw the TV Glow.
Huh.
Yeah.
Just a huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what I had to.
I don't know if I get it. I find the like loop interesting, but time loops always do fuck me up. They don't make it easy to figure out or grasp or explain anything either. It's kind of, huh. That's all I got.
There was like one scene that I super liked, but it didn't go anywhere. Of
the villain scene.
The villain scene? I don't know if maybe.
There's a scene with like the Moon Man.
Oh, the Moon Man's great. Yeah, I liked a lot of those weird interstitial like creature stuff. There was like a ice cream man that was creepy and stuff like that. Like I liked a lot of visually I liked the movie, but like I think I'm like Kayla, I didn't really follow along. Like it didn't do anything for me. But there's a scene where like the two characters reunite after a long like time apart and stuff, and the one of them's like having a freak out, and it seems like she's like saying, no man, like this shit was real, you know, like this wasn't a TV show, like there's some kind of conspiracy here, or there's something supernatural about this whole thing. And then it just kind of didn't go anywhere. It was just like, no, I think she's just actually crazy or something. Like, I don't know. I thought like there was going to be a big twist right there. Like, oh shit, all this weird surreal shit that we've been seeing is something more than just weird surreal shit that we're seeing. And I don't know. I didn't.
Was it though?
I don't know. Like I don't know. So, but that scene, like, I thought, oh man, something's unfolding here. Like, oh, this shit's getting deeper than they're like at a bar or whatever and having a like kind of a little bit of a freak out, and it didn't turn out to be anything. I don't think. I don't know, unless I missed something.
Yeah, I know that it's kind of a hit with, I think, the transgender community is latched onto it. And I looking back, once I've heard that, like, oh, okay, maybe that is what the whole film is just kind of going for, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Not my favorite film of the year for sure.
Yeah, a little disappointing. I was kind of hyped for that one, and it's like, I was vibing with it for points, but not the whole package wasn't there for me. I don't know. And then kind of the only other thing, because we've been just really putting a lot into into X-Files. The only other thing is Black Myth Wukong. In chapter 5 of 6, I think I'm at the final boss of chapter 5 out of 6. And it's good. It's different, I think, than it's not an open world game. It's pretty linear, but it's like wide in some points. There's like a lot of branching kind of areas. So it's Dark Souls-y.
Uncharted 4.
Yeah. So there's some of that. Dark Souls-y, but there's not a map. And that's its biggest downside, I would say, is that there's no map, there's no compass, there's not even really a way to get your bearings. And I found myself several times, I'll come to like a 3-way crossroad or something, and I'm like, okay, if I go right, that kind of sort of seems like that could be the golden path, maybe. So I kind of want to go left, and then I go left, and it ends up being the golden path. I run into a boss, and then that like moves progress forward or something.
Right.
There's not great signposting on like whether or not
I would hate that.
It's tough. That's a tough thing, because like the gameplay is a lot of fun. It looks really good too. It hitches here and there. The performance is not ideal. I'm playing on PS5.
Into a pro?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It hasn't been like game breaking or anything else. There's been no crashes or anything like that. But for a game that plays very fast and stuff, there's been a handful of like a hitch while I'm dodging or something that like that wasn't great.
Clunky.
Yeah, a little clunky in
at
spots.
Those times. You can just like see it.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's like extremely noticeable when it hitches, because most of the time, like 95% of the time, it's like very pretty, very fast moving, great character models, enemy models and stuff. And then you'll just get this real big hitch, and it's like, oh man, that wasn't great. If you're spinning the camera around or something.
The character models are really good. They look so cool.
Yeah, you're
better than Elden Ring. Elden Ring has like a lot of a more of a spooky tone, whereas this is definitely more like animalistic.
All the characters are animals of some kind in it. They're all like anthropomorphic animals.
They're really, really pretty, really, really cool. There's a lot of fun story beats and interesting character developments that happen too. So that's a plus for it.
It's certainly gotten me interested in. It's based on Into the West, the like famous Chinese novel. And
You watch Dragon Ball, you know what's going
it's fun.
It's got Dragon Ball. It's got some of that in there.
Like your main weapon's a power pole. You ride Nimbus at one point. You're a monkey. There's like Shenlong and stuff. And it's cool. It's cool to like it's like, oh man, it's kind of a Dragon Ball vibe, and it's very much like a hey monkey, go fight this new big bad kind of thing. Very, Goku-esque. The story,
I know nothing about that stuff, so.
Well, yeah, I know Dragon Ball, but I don't know the novel. But it's got me interested in checking out like what that whole story is about and stuff. It's cool. I think it's getting like a lot of 8s and stuff critically, and like that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's like it's pretty most of the time. It plays well most of the time, and like I don't really know what's going on with the story. It's Dark Souls also, and it's kind of you'll have like a character come out and say something real wild, and you're like, all right, I guess we're gonna fight, and then you fight a big crazy boss, and then you kind of understand why you fought that kind of crazy boss, and you move on to the next one. If that's a thing that sounds good to you, check out Black Myth Wukong.
Armor's super cool.
The armor, yeah, like that's Kayla said it. The character models, your character's really cool. You're like this monkey man, and you wear cool ass armor and hats, and there's lots of customization. You can customize your moves and your armor sets, and you're constantly upgrading your power pole and stuff like that. It's a big skill tree. The cool thing for the thing that makes it a little bit like easier and I think maybe more accessible than like a Dark Souls would be, you have no penalty to respec. At any time you can respec your character, all of your skills and stuff like that, with no penalty. So
and you don't lose your will or souls if you die.
That's true. Yeah, so it's an RPG, but it's not dark. Like you don't need to do corpse runs or anything else. You can die. You go back to your like bonfire, these like shrines, and you have to redo the progress you've made literally through the world, but not like your levels all stay and all of your experience stay and stuff. So there's no downside to being like aggressive in combat or exploring and stuff. You never like are penalized for exploring or anything. So and if you need to, I guess you can grind. I haven't really had to do that necessarily, but you could just grind because you can go back to shrines and rest, and it re-ups your enemies in a similar way. So yeah, that's Black Myth Wukong, and I think that's us. That's us.
Let's talk about the Blackest Month.
Let's do it. Yeah, we got some
Halloween
spooky stuff. We got some Halloweeny stuff. Starting with Salem's Lot coming to Max. This is a adaptation of the Stephen King novel Salem's Lot. This is coming October 3rd, and this is a film about vampires. Giving me real Midnight Mass vibes. Kind of tortured guy comes back to his hometown and finds out that there's fucking vampires in his hometown. Never read the novel, so I didn't know that was the theme. But yeah.
I think multiple Stephen King heads that I've met in my life, I think multiple ones have said Salem's Lot is their favorite of his and they've read everything.
Okay.
So It has me interested to see this. I think they've done like made for TV stuff in the
I
past.
think you're right.
I don't think they've done like a full theatrical film for this yet. So, or whatever, the streaming kind of big budgety thing, whatever this is. So, I think it looks neat. I thought the trailer was pretty good.
Yeah, good way to kick off spooky season. I think looks cool. And I love that it like they could have easily made a series probably, and I'm happy that they just went with a movie. I could use more just one-offs, honestly. Lewis Pullman is the main character, son of the president from Independence Day. You know?
Bill Pullman. Oh my!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Salem's Lot coming to Max October 3rd. Next day, October 4th, coming to theaters. Joker, Folie à Deux.
Folie à Deux.
I've been hearing some not great things, unfortunately, about Joker. A lot of the talk on the town isn't great. But
I don't always trust the talk of the town.
That kind of has me excited because the first Joker like was supposed to be like a magnificent triumph of a film. It won like film festival awards and like it was the top film at Cannes that year, I believe. And then you watch it and like, oh, okay, this is kind of a movie I've seen a lot, like with a comic book kind of slapped on top. When I see the trailers for Folie à Deux, I'm like, oh, I kind of don't know what this is gonna be. I don't know.
It looks weird.
I just think it looks more interesting than that first film, and I'll give it points for that every day over just making a straight sequel to that first film. So
yeah. Love the music angle. I love that Gaga is releasing an album, like a concept album for the movie, which is cool.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, she's releasing an album like as Harley Quinn to go along with the movie. So that's interesting.
Cool.
I asked Kayla, I wonder if there were any Gaga fans who were like unaware of this film, and now that she releases an album, if they dig the album, if they'll go and see Joker. I wonder. I don't know.
I think so, and I think A Star Is Born helps the case that there are people who are interested in both.
Yeah, could be. But I'm a huge Lady Gaga fan, and I'm excited to see what this film is. How much of a musical it ends up being. It seems like it's one of those musicals that we've had recently where like it is a musical. It's not a musical. The studio says it's not a musical, but it says it's a musical. There's just like all those questions always, and I think it is, right? I don't know.
There'll be songs. There's going to be singing. There's going to be dancing and showmanship. Seems.
Yeah, give me.
Sign me out. Yeah, I think it looks really neat, really cool. Just visually, musically. I did like Joaquin. I want to see him kind of just do more weird Joaquin stuff with the role. So I don't know. I feel like it's all the January 6th guys that are downvoting this. I don't know. Because they really loved that first film. So, yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, so October 4th instead of January 6th, Joker Folie à Deux coming to theaters. October 8th, we're getting the DLC for Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, the expansion, coming to PS4 and 5, Xbox Series, Xbox One, and PC. Just about everything except old Switch. They released a cool, like, kind of graphic visual short. Yeah, done in some pretty cool animation for this. It follows
cool.
Nayrel, the kind of character that it seems like this story is going to continue to follow. She was kind of a main part of Diablo 4. She took in the Soul Stone, and this seems to like be a continuation of like her dealing with the fact that she has a demon stuck in a stone inside of her.
Yeah.
The original trailer at like what, like an Xbox showcase? I think
I don't remember.
Was, a couple.
It
months
was.
back.
It was very creepy, very cool trailer at the summer showcase or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the one on the boat, or
where like
Yep.
she like imagines her body, her like limbs being ripped into like a bunch of
Diablo's so cool.
Diablo is.
There's
so cool.
new characters in this, new like classes that we saw.
Yeah, spirit.
You can like call in mercenaries.
The mercenaries thing is interesting because it's like twofold. So you can either fill up your party. So if you only like me and Kayla, we tend to play, 2-player co-op or whatever else. You can fill the rest of your party. If you want a 4-person party, you can fill them up with these mercenary characters. Or you can kind of like junction them onto your abilities. And when you pop a certain ability, you can have like the one of the mercenaries come out for a short period of time, kind of tag in a la like Marvel versus Capcom or something, and like jump in and perform like their special move or what have you in the middle of a fight. So it's a cool, interesting like new mechanic for Diablo. I have no idea how it's gonna like actually work, but looks pretty cool. These games are consistent. They're just like consistent, dark, fun, smash buttons and do cool, have skulls fall over all over the place and stuff.
Very beautiful though as well, man. The cinematics in this are top notch.
Yeah, Blizzard always. Yeah, that's the one thing they never spare any expense on that stuff. Do we know a price on this?
I don't. I was wondering about that. That's a good question. Wonder if that's.
I don't think it's a Game Pass like day one thing. I really don't think so. So that would be cool though.
Is it considered DLC?
An expansion, I think.
An expansion. Yeah. Oh, yes. I remember. I do remember that.
I mean,
keyword.
Yeah. What the hell's the difference? I mean, I think it's a larger because it's like a whole new area. It's like this jungle type area. Let's see. Where's the man? They do not want to tell you the price when you try to buy this thing.
And it's almost like trying to sign in to play the game is really hard to do.
Oh gosh,
that'd be a lot of
fun. Get Game Pass. $40 looks like 40.
Whoa! Oh,
yeah,
that's a lot of money. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
40. You said
40. Yeah, $39.99. Or you can save $4 if you have Game Pass. So $46 for all you Game Pass subscribers there.
Yeah. Sign me up. No, that's a ridiculous amount of money for what they're probably offering in this. So no, thank you.
Yeah. Diablo 4.
Look at me asking the hard-hitting questions this October.
Yeah, we should. I should probably put prices on some of this stuff. Vessel of Hatred, too expensive, coming October 8th. Same day, we're getting Silent Hill 2, the remake of Silent Hill 2, coming to PS5 and PC only. Didn't realize that necessarily. I know it's been a part of a lot of the PlayStation showcases and stuff, so I should have known, I guess. But PS5 and PC exclusive. Kind of a ground up remake, but not. It doesn't seem like it's the same care as like RE4 or RE2 necessarily. Seems like they're sticking a little bit closer. Maybe it's more of the Delta, the Snake Eater Delta type remake. Still looks cool. I love this game, Silent Hill 2. I'm excited to play it in like a modern control scheme and modern graphics and stuff like that. And it's a perfect October game too.
Yeah, I just feel bad for the team. They've just been getting hate even before it was even announced that they were making this Bloober Team. Everyone's like,
right.
I hope it's not Bloober Team. I hope it's not Bloober Team. It is. And fans have not been kind to the trailers, the countless trailers that have come out and stuff. And I don't know. For their sake, I hope they fans like it and that it's good. I don't know. I've never been a Silent Hill guy, really, so not my cup of tea.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Bloober Team, the only game I've ever played from them was the what was that
The
game?
Medium, right?
The Medium, right? And that was a perfectly fine game, but that was like a new IP. Where, you know, yeah, they're trying some things. The writing was not great. I think that was kind of like the worst part of that game was some of the writing. But now you've got an existing IP, an existing story. As long as you hit
and the
those
writing
same
is
beats.
already as bonkers.
Yeah. If you know, so if you like Silent Hill 2, it's going to be the same shit, I'm sure. The same story beats or whatever else. From a visual standpoint, from a creepiness factor and like, you know, technical standpoint, the Medium was actually pretty good. Like that was like an above average kind of presentation of a game. So you couple that with like an existing story that people dig and stuff and existing characters, your Pyramid Head and everything. I don't know. I think it could be pretty decent. So Silent Hill 2 gonna be
I'm in.
pretty decent.
I've only played a little bit of the original. Do you guys, Eric, I think you've played it all, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys think that game is going to translate, like gameplay wise and just kind of puzzle wise? Like, you think they're going to have to put a lot of work into that stuff to make it seem like a big AAA thing?
I think what's really going to matter is going to be the sound design and like the creepiness factor. Really, what always I liked about Silent Hill was that like it was the fog, it was the kind of small environments. You were in a lot of like creepy hallways, creepy sound, one creepy nurse or something slowly making their way to you, and you're always kind of underpowered, only had a handful of bullets or bad melee, that kind of stuff, and much less like action oriented than any of the Resident Evils or anything else. So that's going to be the key, is get the gore right, get the sound design right, and those type of things. And yeah, you could have a spooky game. I've always found like the Silent Hill games to be way more spooky than like Resident Evil or you know, a lot of other survival horror games. So that's what you got to get right. Yeah.
The vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it just felt like those games
well.
could never change the vibe, though. It just kind of stayed the same vibe for like 18 games.
It's the vibe.
More or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It was just like in a new setting. It's like, oh, in the third one, you're in a carnival. And the fourth one, you're in a apartment complex. But very much the same vibe always. Yeah.
Yeah.
So first two, you're in the literal same exact town. So
right.
Yeah. Right. So return to Silent Hill, everyone. Coming October 8th, PlayStation 5 and PC. October 9th, we get season 4 premiere of Abbott Elementary. Coming to ABC and Hulu and all that. How excited are you?
They left us on a cliffhanger, so I'm excited to see what my people have been up to.
They must have the same production team as Slow Horses or something, because I feel like Abbott is another show that just consistently
It's been
a season or two every year. Like you just hats off to them.
And they've got like a kind of a bigger production in the sense that they that's like a 20 episode season or something, right? Like they do longer
It's
seasons,
obviously
right?
ramped up too. Like the first season, was lower budget. Now they got Bradley Cooper and shit up in that bitch.
Oh
But,
yeah, I heard about that.
He was pretty charming. I liked him.
Yeah, he's always charming, Yeah. So, I imagine it will slow down because it'll cost more, and we'll see. I always get nervous about the length of shows when they keep going and keep going. So
I mean, 4 is good. I don't
4
know.
is good.
Yeah.
I'll give them 5 even. But
Oh.
we'll see.
Come on, you guys, 2 of your guys' favorite shows, like Modern Family and Bob's Burgers, have gone on and on and on and on. So it's
You can
possible
go
to
on
keep
and on
good
and on and
quality.
on with things like that. And you can go on and on and on, I think, with things like this too, but hopefully they do it
Yeah, what did Parks have? 8
like that.
seasons? Something like that?
I don't think so.
Something
No? Okay.
less.
Yeah. Parks seemed like it ended at the right time. So whatever that is, that's what Abbott should do, I think.
Yeah. Good call. Every show should do what Parks did. It's very easy to do it.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, just copy paste. .exe, I think, yeah.
Yeah, but it is very much Parks and Rec in a Philadelphia elementary school.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They can do it.
Yeah.
Great show. Abbott Elementary coming to ABC Season 4 premiere October 9th. Next day on the 10th, we get Tomb Raider, The Legend of Lara Croft. This is a new Netflix animated series. Haley Atwell, Agent Carter, is now the voice of Lara Croft.
It's a great fit. Wow.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, good pick. And this is really, it seems like it's telling probably some of the side stories or in between stories of the Lara we saw in the most recent trilogy. She's definitely styled in that way. She's got the climbing axe. She's got Jonah, the her
Got the green necklace.
She's got the green necklace. Yeah, so it's very much, I think, that character that we're following, the new Lara, who's maybe a little more grounded, a little less bombastic than the old one, the dinosaur fighting one. But looks like she's still getting into supernatural shit, though. Like the trailer shows, kind of undead and things of that nature. So they're not shying away from the fact that she gets into supernatural stuff. So I don't know. A lot of the Netflix animated stuff has just worked, right? Castlevania and Arcane and whatnot. So yeah.
When is Arcane? Next month or December?
November.
Yeah.
It's November. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
Real
Sick.
exciting. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I knew that. Sorry, forget Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Where this is Arcane Cat now.
Hell yeah.
I knew Haley Steinfeld was one of the voices, but I had no idea the girl from Yellow Jackets. I can't remember her name. Is Jinx? I
Ella
believe.
Purnell.
Yes. Yeah.
Who is the chick
Fallout.
from Fallout.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize either.
Who's
until
also
recently.
in something new coming out.
Teacup. I think is what it's called. Or
We'll come back to
Magpie? I keep getting no, Magpie's the one with anyway, yeah, she is. I think it's called Teacup, the thing she's in.
I don't like Lara Croft.
No.
I'm done with her. I didn't like that one
even
game.
when you get your girl in there?
Who's my what girl? The Peggy
Fleabag?
Carter lady?
Fleabag.
Oh, Phoebe Waller-Bridges? Oh, yeah,
right.
she's like
That one. That's not
developing
this
something.
one,
That's a
but it's
separate
Tomb
show,
Raider. I
right?
was just wondering, is your hatred for her so much you won't even give
Once Phoebe
Waller-Bridge.
yeah.
I love Phoebe Waller-Bridge. I don't think she's gonna be
your Lara Croft?
just like developing it or something,
Yeah, I think
right?
she's just like
Right.
executive
I think she's
producer.
writing it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If it's like really good and I hear good things, I will definitely check that out. But I don't know. We'll see. It's been too much of like the Alicia Vikander movie and I heard that third of the trilogy. I didn't even play that one. Did you guys? That I heard that one was really bad.
Yeah, it kind of jumped the shark a little bit. Yeah.
And I didn't love the one that everyone loved. So I don't know. So I just think we could have the different characters than Lara. Why is she's the one that's got to stick around? I don't know.
I could give you some reasons. I can give you some reasons. Tomb Raider.
Is this show gonna have a nude code, Eric? Is there a nude code for this?
God willing, it will. Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft coming to Netflix on October 10th. The next day we get Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. This is a new Budokai, right? That's like it's in that same series, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Dragon Ball Z fighting game.
What the fans want.
So literally watching this trailer, I got a little motion sick. It moved it moves that fast and that like in so many like dimensions, like I don't know if the trailer like accurately represents like how battles are going to look in real time or whatnot, but like they're just going in so many different directions when they're flying at each other in the air. It literally gave me a little bit of motion sickness. But they're touting like I think the largest roster of a fighting game ever. It's like something like 150 characters, 148 characters, something like that. 140 of them are all Goku. But
there's going to be many Gokus and Vegetas, but there's also going to be, bad guy number 3 that was in the background during Frieza's saga. That's what those Budokai games got crazy with that stuff. And this one's even going to be more in that vein. And I loved all of that stuff. I loved the cutscenes of those games. I love being able to play through the storyline. But I never had fun playing those games. The Budokai fighting system is not good. And we got an amazing Dragon Ball Z game with fighters, but this is what the fans want. They love like that Shonen Jump game, like an anime fighter, and the 3D anime fighters they never work. They're never good, guys. They got little fun jank to them, and it's cool to do a Kamehameha, or stretch your arms, do Luffy's attacks or something. But that's all. It's just style over substance, kind of, and I hope the fans love it. I don't think it's going to be my cup of tea. Sparking Zero.
Well. Now that Kayla got her first taste of Dragon Ball in Black Myth Wukong, she's ready for Sparking Zero, I think.
Maybe it'll help. Maybe I will feel better.
It probably goes through like all of Dragon Ball Z, all of Super, I would assume. So it probably is a decent way to get that, like the storyline thing. But other than that,
interesting.
I don't think. Yeah.
Frankly, I'm so far behind. I probably need it. I need to play it. Who the hell is Whis?
I'll just read that book. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's the same. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero.
Yeah, Yajirobe's a real scamp in the book, I've heard. So
there are like 7 Yajirobe characters in Wukong.
Oh no.
There's a lot. Oh, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and PC October 11th. Same day we're getting Metaphor ReFantazio, PlayStation 5 and 4, Xbox Series, and PC. This is a Demetrius drafted game.
Both of these are Sparking End.
Oh, you got Sparking Zero also. Oh man, big month.
Oh yeah, D gobbled those up. He cornered the market.
You got the big anime titles.
Anime games, for sure.
Persona developers, right? For Metaphor.
Yeah. This is Persona Team. It looks really good. Just it has all that kind of style that Persona is known for. I've only played 2 Persona games, 4 and 5. Really liked 4. Thought 5 was a drag. Did not finish 5. But still undeniable, just the flair that game has. A great soundtrack. The best menus in the business.
I love looking at the UI in those games. I've never played one, but just looking at the UI.
And you see that stuff a lot, and you think you'd get sick of it. You think you would get sick of, the battle themes and things like that. But in my experience, I haven't. So I think this game will have all of that too. I think the fantasy setting is neat for them to try to do that. I don't know if they're trying to do a Fire Emblem kind of thing. I don't know, because I know Fire Emblem also has social trees and all of that. Right. We'll see if maybe they can overtake them in that field. And I'm really interested to see how critics react and fans react to this one.
Well,
Me too.
You think you guys are going to check it out? You think so? What do you think?
No, just because I've never checked out any of the Persona games, but I will watch it from afar, appreciate it from afar, and just be dazzled by that UI. I love those menus.
Yeah. I see, and the structure of the game is something internally I struggle with. It's that because you have a certain amount of, I don't know if ReFantazio is going to have this, but I assume it does. All the Personas, you have an amount of time, basically, to solve the case or solve this or figure out the mystery. And it plays out day by day. Kind of, I know you guys did Hinterberg earlier, and that kind of has some of that too.
Mm-hmm.
But there really is you can max out everybody, but there's a certain way you have to do it the best, and to really be able to taste everything. And that drives me crazy. I played Persona 4 with a guide and really loved it because I was, I got an A+ on every test. I got my social ranks with all my people. I got all the best thing, and it was fun time. But while I was playing 5, it was this stress of being able to do this, but also feeling I don't really care about these people, so why am I stressed that I can't have coffee with all of them today? So I don't know. I hope this game, if this game has all of that, and it kind of, maybe I know the Dead Rising remake kind of took away some of the hard edges of the time limit stuff. Maybe if they can really simplify that for me, dumb American, I'll dig it more. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, this could be what vaults D into the top of our draft. We'll see. Big month for him, but
can he get 60 points?
Oh, the best name in the game, Metaphor ReFantazio, October 11th. Same day, we've got Saturday Night coming to theaters. This is the kind of the dramatization of the first episode ever of Saturday Night Live. Follows Lorne Michaels as they we'll see if that show ever gets off the ground.
Yeah, did that ever pan out for that guy? Yeah.
It's not going on its literal 50th season on this coming Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks like some of my favorite scenes from Birdman, just like the frantic behind the scenes. How do we move 20 different people in one direction kind of stuff?
Everything's going wrong.
Yeah. I like that stuff. I like that stuff in The Bear. Those are some of the cool scenes in The Bear, and I they capture that. I'm in. And I'm interested to see. I've never really watched any of the classic stuff, like the Jim Belushi era kind of Saturday Night stuff. I'm really the 80s stuff would probably be the late 80s stuff would be the earliest I've ever seen. So that first era of Saturday Night Live is just completely foreign to me. So I'm interested to see that too.
I'm just, I'm eager to see how they portray Chevy, because he's like kind of, ever since Community, it's like, let's shit on Chevy Day every fucking day. So I don't know. I've always loved Chevy Chase, even though he's a prick in real life, I guess. So I'm eager to see how they portray him. I think from the one trailer I saw, I believe that was like Bill Murray that kind of crashes in at the end. You always love to see, anything Bill Murray. And yeah, it seems like I haven't read all the books and things that have, there's so much written about Lorne and the history of SNL, and I'm glad I don't have to like watch it and be like, that's not what really happened, or that's exaggerated or something. I think it could just be a good a fun time capsule to see, all these great performers in one crazy night that they all, kick-started, a phenomenon. I don't watch SNL anymore. It used, SNL was like a kingmaker of comedy. Like any of your favorite movie stars or funny movies, people from SNL were going to eventually star in them. And it's not that way. It hasn't been that way in a while, I don't think, even though I love like Kristen Wiig and stuff. And I love
then though, that's
everything.
The
a
10
decade
years
ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. It's still
it's been a while since like Wiig and Hader and Sudeikis and stuff were on there. Yeah, right. So, I don't know. Be nice to have SNL kind of back in the limelight again for me. I know people still watch it and stuff, but it's not on my radar ever.
It's like a Sunday morning watch for us. We'll check out like clips on YouTube. That's how
really?
Yeah. It's a fun have a glass of coffee, a cup of coffee, and watch a couple clips.
See what happened.
Yeah,
it usually is like we get on the social media and like, oh, Ryan Gosling was on Saturday Night Live. Let's see. Let's go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Drink our coffee.
And they do a good job. Their YouTube channel is really good because they'll kind of break it up. Oh, here's the 5 skits that like Ryan Gosling was on. We know that's what you want to check out. So here, click this. That kind of thing. So that's us. Saturday night, coming to theaters October 11th. October 16th, we get season 2 of Shrinking coming to Apple TV. Kayla and I loved that first season. It cooled Kayla's hatred for Harrison Ford, which who knew that could happen? What do you think? Did we need a season 2 of Shrinking, Kayla?
Yeah, I think they set up lots of stuff. If I need a refresher, but I feel like lots of things are unanswered. So I'd continue to watch.
If you remember, and spoilers for season 1 of Shrinking, everyone. One of the final scenes is the woman who he's been helping throughout the whole thing. Like she was like, oh, he wants her to break up with her husband or whatever else. She like pushes her husband off a cliff. I completely forgot that was like the literal like cliffhanger of the end of season 1. So yeah, so they're gonna wrap that up, I guess.
We're gonna have to see.
But no, really cool show. Mike, you should get Apple. It's a great TV.
This when I saw this on the list, I thought immediately my brain just thought it was the Steve Carell being kidnapped show, and I was like, man, I thought he got out of that. Like, what? Why is there a second season of this? Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, Apple sounds cool. Maybe.
Great stuff.
Jason Segel's just also so charming and heartwarming and heartbreaking. Like the whole setup is just sad, but everybody works together and you kind of just peel apart different layers of them and see their relationships either fall apart or build together. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. and
Deep stuff.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford actually seems like he kind of gives a shit, which is kind of rare in Harrison Ford of the last like 20 years. So yeah, I don't know. Just watch it just for that, just for like, oh yeah, Harrison Ford can act, huh? Okay, yeah, cool. Shrinking. Season 2 coming to Apple TV on October 16th. The next day, October 17th, Netflix. They do animation, guys, and they're doing Gundam Requiem for Vengeance. It's a Gundam show, but it's made in Unreal Engine 5. And boy, is it fucking pretty. I'm not a Gundam guy necessarily. I've seen a Gundam show in my life, and that, you know, that's my Gundam. But this looks, at least visually, like one of the most beautiful like animated thing. It's Blizzard level cinematics on this thing. Looks like it's your standard Gundam. Two warring kingdoms or something have robots. You know, it's a Gundam. You know, but a really pretty looking Gundam. So, Netflix, October 17th, Gundam Requiem for Vengeance.
They just got the animation over there. They got all the colors. And Netflix.
Yeah, they do.
Jeez.
Brothers coming to Prime October 17th. The most unlikely brothers, the massive man Josh Brolin and the much smaller man Peter Dinklage, play
like perfectly brothers. They're perfectly
do look
brothers.
a lot of like. Once you put them together, you're like, yeah, those dudes could probably be brothers actually.
Yeah. That is kind of crazy.
I've never thought it before, and then it happened. Marissa Tomei as well in this one, America's Sweetheart. General premise is just that Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin have been like career criminals, very much like a Logan Lucky type setup. On this one, Josh Brolin wants to get out. He's like kind of gotten clean. He got out of prison. He's not in that life anymore. And Peter Dinklage is pulling him back in for one last job.
One more.
Yeah, you know, and tale as old as time. But looks funny. Looks like it's a comedy. It looks like just your standard kind of old school comedy movie. With Marissa Tomei.
God, what a creature, man! She's the best. Gosh, I never got. Did you guys ever check out that one? She just did a film with Dinklage, where she was like his muse. He wrote like operas or something like. Yeah,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
I never checked that one out either. Anne Hathaway as well.
Man, are they an item now? I wonder.
Gosh, if she's with Dinklage, I'm removing my shins. I like if that's what she's into.
Peter Dinklage is married.
I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure he already. I don't know about Marissa Tomei's marriage status. I feel like you guys should know that, but Peter Dinklage is not single.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not important.
Well,
that's pretty good. I'm not looking up Marissa Tomei's marriage status right now at all. Brothers coming to Prime October 17th. Next day, October 18th, we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes, more brothers, actually. Very good, Kayla. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutants Unleashed. Coming to everything, including Switch. Guys, this one's actually coming to Switch. This seems to be a direct sequel to Mutant Mayhem, along with what sounds like at least the same voice actors. I don't know how much voice acting there will be in this because it's like a 3D beat 'em up. But I don't know.
It's not exactly a 3D beat 'em up though. It's not a beat 'em up that I picture. It's kind of like a kind of gave me like Ratchet and Clanky kind of platformy.
I think you're right.
Vibes as well.
Yeah, 3D action adventure, but co-op, and I always go to beat 'em up with TMNT, but I think you're right.
Right.
I think it is.
But
It's certainly not side scrolling. It's certainly not Shredder's Revenge type game.
it looked geared for kids. It looked like it would be a nice game that kids could play. Very much like a Ratchet and Clank or like Crash Bandicoot. Not exactly the levels like Crash Bandicoot, but more kid. I mean, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie was more of a kid's movie as well. We loved it, and I loved this game too, but it's more geared for kids. And it is like the same characters in it.
Yeah, I love that they're just like keeping up the franchise, like this new iteration from like the movie, then they had the Paramount series, and now they've got this game, and it's kind of all, it seems to be all set in the same universe with that version of the characters and everything. I'm down for it, especially if it means we're getting a second Mutant Mayhem. Maybe, I don't know.
I think for sure that they'll make the second film. Man, I just think Shredder's Revenge is just kind of where you need to be at with the Turtles game. And we just had like some more DLC announced for that yesterday at the Sony State of Play.
Yeah,
Oh, nice. You didn't tell me that.
Getting Mondo Gecko in there, as well as Mona Lisa, a female gecko character of some kind.
You're telling me you don't know Mona Lisa, the classic TMNT character?
Yeah. They were really just kind of anything they could sell a toy for. They were really just putting any character they could. But that was the 80s, folks. I know Aaron has like the Ultra edition of this game, like pre-ordered. He's getting all the bells and whistles. He's very excited for it. I hope it's good. I guess there could be two good Turtles games at the same time. I don't know. It's not Highlander for Turtles, but I just don't know if this is going to be it. I don't know. I think you just got to keep it simple. Once you start involving platforming and stuff, I don't know. I always thought Rocksteady would make an amazing Turtles game, you know, the Batman Arkham developer, and doesn't seem like they were interested in doing that. And I don't know if anyone out there is ever going to fulfill that dream for me to have a really good feeling like 3D action Turtles game. But
weren't there rumors about someone doing a Last Ronin, right?
Yeah, but that was like an Embracer Group studio, I think, and I think they had a massive amount of layoffs. So I think it's just the last developer working on the Last Ronin. It's just one guy.
He's the Last Ronin.
Yeah.
It's good. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutants Unleashed coming to everything October 18th. Same day we get Smile 2 coming to theaters. I've seen Smile 1. I thought it was pretty all right. I liked the monster that gets revealed in that movie. I guess spoilers for Smile, there's a monster that is revealed. The second one looks like they're very much going for like a Lady Gaga type vibe. Like, hey, what if a smile monster went after Lady Gaga? What would that be like?
Is she in it?
No, it's
okay.
But it's
Have
very
you seen
much
the trailer?
I did. I have seen it. That's what had me kind of confused. Like I didn't realize that she was involved, but maybe I just didn't catch the Gaga-ness.
It's just like a musician performer that's very Lady Gaga, leather
coated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thin, blonde, red lips, like provocative.
Naomi Scott
Person
is
who's
the actor portraying the Gaga-esque character.
We're getting a lot of like musicians in our horror thrillers this year, huh? Like with Trap.
Well, yeah, honestly, like
the
this-
trailers are confusing and they're back to
Yeah.
back.
they were we often saw these trailers back to back, like with Trap and Smile 2, and it was like, oh, okay, man, this is the year of put pop stars in peril. All right, cool.
Man.
Probably a really good October movie.
Yeah, I didn't love that first movie, and it's just really the smiling is very creepy though.
Mm.
It kind of I just not a fan of that. So I don't know. I still need to like catch up with the 500 other good spookies that came out this year. So I'm gonna pass on this one too. I think, man, more of a Febtober instead of October.
The trailer is really good. I'm pretty satisfied with the trailer. Like, yeah, there's my movie. I saw it.
I like that too. Like, oh yeah, all right. The trailer freaked me out a little bit. That's good enough. You know,
I like that first one. They did the viral marketing campaign where they just had a bunch of people at like various ballparks just smile at the camera for like 3 hours. That's good. That's just good stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure that's doing creepy. Well for getting people to watch baseball again. That's just, really bringing in the youth.
Love it. Smile 2 coming to a ballpark near you October 18th. Same day, limited release for this one. Honora, the movie that's getting a boatload of like Oscar buzz. It won the Palme d'Or at Cannes, the film festival. This is, if you're not familiar, Mikey Madison, I think is the actor's name. She plays a sex worker who kind of like falls into a Russian oligarch or the son of like a Russian oligarch, and they impulsively get married, and that goes about as well as it probably should, you know, and looks very like Uncut Gems-esque. I feel like it's probably gonna be like one of those frantic thriller type movies, but
gives me Blow vibes.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you saw Red Rocket, right, Mike?
Oh yeah.
So that's the other movie from what's his name, Sean Baker.
It's the same guy.
Same guy.
Oh man, I'm in then. Yeah, I really like. I think he's only made like this will probably be his 4th movie. So like Florida Project, Tangerine, and Red Rocket.
Yeah.
All 3 pretty good movies, I think. Check them out. Oh yeah, I am so in for this. And I was even thinking before, like I was like, man, this is gonna be another one where I'm not really into this. I don't like that actress. Cause she's like, for me, she's kind of typecasted as like the chick that gets murdered in Scream and the chick that gets murdered in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
But she's so good at getting murdered.
In both of those films.
So good at getting murdered.
And that's exciting because I don't know, his movies just feel like you're there, like you're in that whatever he loves to make his movies about sex workers. I should have known that was him. Because like the first movie, he shot it on an iPhone, like the whole thing. With Tangerine, and yeah, he's just, man, he's one of my favorites, I think, and that has me excited. I should have known.
Man, I didn't know you knew his whole filmography there. That's cool. I knew Red Rocket, but that's it. Yeah,
good Dafoe, Willem Dafoe in the Florida Project is very good in that.
All right. Add it to the list, Kayla. Add it to the list.
Not that we've had him 1,700 Willem Dafoe fucking movies. He's in every
he's already on the list.
He's in Saturday Night also. Yeah. He's in Saturday
Oh my
Night.
God.
He's like an exec or whatever that's like there to shut down Saturday Night Live. So
not to derail again, but I another movie that I have started and I want to go back to is Kinds of Kindness.
Ooh.
What's the filmmaker's name?
Greek
He
guy,
did
Papadopoulos.
Yorgos Lanthimos.
That's his name,
Yeah.
Papadopoulos.
Thank you, Kayla. Thank you. You both helped me get there with the racism. You did great.
Yorgos is what I said.
I said
But
Papadopoulos,
more on
which
Eric.
is nothing like his actual
Eric.
name.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, that comment is more towards Eric. Sorry, Kayla. But Defoe is also pretty good in that. So Willem Dafoe, pretty good actor.
Evergreen.
What a guy.
Evergreen guy. Probably in Nora, coming to theaters October 18th. Can't confirm though. What We Do in the Shadows coming back for season 6. I think this was announced as the final season.
I think so too.
Which feels right. I feel like it's run its course. I enjoyed season 5, but like how much more can you have? And this is coming October 21st. Great way to send off October. Great way to send off this series. Just want a real consistent nutso series. Nutso. Yeah, it's
very
silly.
entertaining.
It just is. It's one of those put on and enjoy yourself for 30 minutes. Completely silly. Yeah. What else to say? What We Do in the Shadows coming back for a final season, October 24th.
Kind of shocked to hear that it's the final season. I've only seen a few episodes of the show. It's a show I want to go back to and watch, but to me it just seemed like it would have been like Always Sunny or something, one of those shows that just goes and goes and goes. But good for them for knowing when to cut the cord for sure. Yeah, it's good. Tomas is distraught.
He'll still have 10 more seasons of what's Only Murders in the
Building. Yeah, that's that's a show where I'm like, it's also like Slow Horses, where it's every year. And I'm kind of annoyed by that. I think. I want that show to take a break, I think. I don't want to see Martin Short that often.
They put them out. They crank them out.
Yeah.
And they got lots of people in there. They get lots of people moving and shaking.
Yeah, you can obviously tell like Steve Martin and Martin Short have some pull in Hollywood because they're just getting everyone on those shows. Good stuff. What We Do in the Shadows, October 21st. Like a Dragon, Yakuza, which I thought they were done with that moniker, but apparently not. Coming to Prime, October 24th. This is a adaptation of the video game series. Looks like so it's live action, and it looks like it's way more. I've heard these games to be kind of like silly, right? Like they're kind of like silly. The trailer does not come off as silly at all. This seems like a hard-boiled Yakuza crime drama to me from the little teaser that they've shown. So I don't know. I don't know. I've heard that what the people love about the Yakuza series is that it's just it's silly and wacky and whatnot, and sometimes heartfelt too. I've heard that it's just like a lot of that. So I don't know if they're capturing that in this one, but
maybe they're just trying to get like the Cobra Kai Jack Reacher crowd with this. Just have it be more serious, more action focused.
It's a Fight Club.
It's a Fight Club. Right.
Yeah. It looks like there's gonna be fighting.
That's a good.
They just announced like a Dragon Pirate Adventure or something where you're playing as Majima. So I think they have the wackiness covered.
So
if you're still both. Looking for that. Yeah. So maybe they'll keep the show more reined in. We'll see.
Yeah. We shall see. Like a Dragon Yakuza coming to Prime. I mean, they did a good job with Fallout. So they might know what they're doing with these adaptations. Here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Next day, October 25th, we get our next Call of Duty. All of us Game Pass boys get it for free in heavy quotation marks. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 coming to PS5, PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One, PC, and day one on Game Pass. So that's the big. That's the reason all your Game Pass subscriptions went up, folks. Because
You ain't lying.
Because Call of Duty is paying for all of it.
Pretty much. This looks cool.
Candy Crush. That's paying.
Yeah, it kind of is. You're right. The big talking points on this one is set during the Gulf War, the early '90s kind of setting. A lot of Bill Clinton images in this one. And then the Omni movement. You can move, dash, jump in any direction. Seems cool. I like the Call of Duty games, but I play them for the like 3 to 6 hour campaigns, and that's what I'll probably do with this one as well. I'm not a zombies guy. I'm not necessarily a multiplayer guy. So looks pretty. Looks great. It's gonna be great on the Xbox Series, I'm sure.
Shout out to many of the guys I work with. This is like the thing they are looking forward to most in October for sure. It sounds like they've altered the movement a lot compared to what I was used to. Like in Warzone, it seems like there's just a lot of Max Payne diving and stuff that you can do in this now, and like when you're prone, just full, like you can whip that camera around and really fast and just kind of things that maybe aren't the most realistic, but maybe, on the fun scale, tips, in that favor for sure. Man, I've aged out of this game, and I never had this, even when I was young, I didn't have the skills to really, compete, but nah. Give me Monster Hunter Wilds or something, give me that as a multiplayer experience. Yes.
Yeah, Black Ops. I love the Black Ops series. I'm a big fan of the series. The first one is my favorite Call of Duty game of all time. Probably one of my favorite first-person shooters of all time. The first Black Ops. Love the story. Used to love the multiplayer, and I do like the espionage aspects of the Black Ops series. I like the alternate history stuff, and it's cool. And I love seeing that picture of Bill Clinton, his like presidential picture. Been seeing it all the time on X-Files. Saw it on Long Legs, and I'm gonna see it again on Black Ops.
Man, to bring it back to Saturday Night Live, I always just think of Phil Hartman doing Bill Clinton and wanting to steal everyone's McFries in that McDonald's sketch.
That's really good.
Clinton loved him some McDonald's. Good. Big ups to Slick Willie for sure.
There's a reference to him in I Saw the TV Glow. That first scene is like, we're gonna vote for the saxophone man again. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the sax man for sure.
That's funny. So Bill Clinton coming to all platforms October 25th. Same day we're getting Venom: The Last Dance coming to theaters. The third Venom film.
Venom.
That first film was a lot of fun. That second film was less fun, I would say. And what do we think about a third Venom film?
Why not? I didn't see that second one, but yeah, let him make a third. Hardy could do it. I don't know. He just has a get out of jail free card.
Are real good.
Yeah.
They're not the problem.
Are we going to have more carnage in this one, or did that sequel kind of end, his kind of...
show a character that seems to, like at the end of the second one, I don't know what the actor's name is, but I know him from Boardwalk Empire, but... He
Buscemi, is it?
Yep. Steve Buscemi is Carnage in this one. If anyone watched Boardwalk Empire, it's the guy who played Al Capone in that. But that guy, I think at the end of the second Venom movie, is kind of like like, oh, I think Carnage is like you see the symbiote or something in his gel cell or something like that, if I remember correctly. And there is a glimpse of him in the trailer for Venom 3. So
Okay.
I feel like there's at least going to be a reference to Carnage. There's no Carnage in the trailer. It's all like some kind of monster from space is coming down to fuck around, you know.
They're after the symbiotes.
Yeah. Some kind of Cthulhu-esque monster. So
Venom is just DBZ, to bring it back to that, you know.
It is. Yeah.
Just
I did see him on Nimbus.
Just a new bad guy from space coming to mess with Goku. Just every year.
That's pretty good. It does seem like they're really playing up the like sorrow of like, it seems like Venom or Eddie is gonna die in this film. Like they're kind of really.
Well, the poster is till death do us part. Like,
yeah, they're laying it on thick of like, yeah, this is it. This is that. It is the last dance. You know.
Has Michelle Williams stuck around in these movies?
She's in the second one.
In the second
She'll probably make an appearance, but she's usually pretty light. Like, I'm sure that Venom will bring it up to Eddie, and he'll be like, "Shut up, man."
What's old girl from?
She was a big part of that first one.
Oh yeah. She's less so in the second. Well, no, she's pretty big in the second one. Actually, she's still fairly big in the second one. Old girl from Ted Lasso's in this one.
Juno Temple,
yeah. Or from Fargo. I know you're a Fargo guy.
Come on now. Let's get the most recent IMDb page here. Come on.
Hey, Ted Lasso's forever. And apparently they're making a season 4. So
it was done.
We all did. We all thought it was done, but it's coming back. But Juno Temple's in Venom, The Last Dance. So she seems to be a scientist. So, you know, not typecasting her. Venom is probably going to die, guys. Venom: The Last Dance coming to theaters October 25th, and last but not least, coming on Halloween. I don't know what I was. Halloween is what actual humans call it. October 31st, Dragon Age: The Veilguard. I'm so excited. I misspoke the holiday. PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. We got an extended 5-minute trailer as part of the Sony State of Play. Big old dragon battle. That was the first you saw of it, battle. Right, Kayla? Of Dragon Age?
Yeah, and I feel like they showed us the end of the game. It was a big battle. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
My guess is that's going to be more of the opening of the game.
I get that.
The villain of this game is unveiled at the end of Inquisition, and it seemed like maybe that's just going to be lead that will lead from that. But Inquisition was so long ago. 10 years, right?
10 years, yeah.
Man, this thing's been in the oven for so long. BioWare's had such a bumpy road since 2014. You know, Anthem, Andromeda. Gosh, I'm sure there's something else in there too. You know, then there's been some highs with the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect Trilogy and stuff like that. But I don't know. Buzz has been great. You know, for people that have played it and at SGF and stuff like that over the summer, and previews have been good. So hopefully this can be just a new leaf for BioWare, hopefully.
So these games are this is a direct sequel to Inquisition?
I believe so.
Wow, okay. Well, damn, I do have to jump back into that one then. Yeah, I think
at least when
really cool.
when it was still titled Dreadwolf, you know, 5 years ago or whatever, and the trailers they were showing with that, it was like, this is a direct fuck. This is, you know, we're coming straight off of the story of Inquisition here. So I don't know that it's not going to have your character pass over or anything. I don't even know if it would reference that party or anything. The kind of dwarf rogue character that's in all of the trailers, he's been like in all of the games, so he's kind of the tie-in for everything basically.
Okay.
So but I cut you off. Go ahead, Eric. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say I gotta replay Inquisition, and nothing a good lore video won't fix.
That's probably the route you should go, because Inquisition is a time sink for sure.
Beefy boy. I liked I wish they showed more of the UI, like the standard UI, but the menu of choosing your party actions and stuff was pretty interesting. That was pretty cool. Like pausing, jumping into that, and choosing different actions for the other party members and stuff. That looked pretty smooth, and I liked the visual of that. So
yeah, even like they've kind of mastered that part with like the Mass Effects, like being able to just pause, make your party member do their one skill or something. I think you should be able to even just switch and play as whoever you want in your party as well. It's not like you can only play as your character. The battle system is really good in Inquisition. That's what kind of kept me through that game. A lot of great, like they showed in the trailer, big dragon battles. I remember needing to like learn, like, okay, I need to pause. I need to like use everyone, cooldown moves at the same, I need to sequence them right. I need to like the person that's going to take down their armor to do that, first, boom, boom, boom. Very, very Mass Effect in that way, like this ability chains with this ability kind of thing. And it's good stuff. Good stuff, Dragon Age.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if this gets like a tremendous boost from Baldur's Gate 3, or if it doesn't live up to people's expectations in that sense of like, oh, cool, they released another Baldur's Gate 3-esque game, and then because they do not seem like the same game in that sense, other than like fantasy settings, parties, RPG, that kind of stuff. But not really the
very
same thing.
Different,
right?
As far as like developing relationships with your party members and stuff, I don't know if it's going to be as successful as Baldur's Gate 3, but it will feature. You are going to like, after a big mission or whatever, you're gonna make the rounds at your camp or whatever and talk to everybody and develop those relationships and stuff. Kiss. Even, so I heard there's a little bit of that in Baldur's Gate. Right. Yeah. Yeah. There's not like a kiss button or anything, but if they're into it, by the end of it, they'll do it. So, I think you're right. I think it will get a boost for that for sure.
The old Baldur's boost.
Baldur's boost. Love it.
So that's Dragon Age the Veilguard, and that is October 2024. You know how we do it. We got to pick what we are most excited for from the list, and I'm going to start, and I'm going to go with I'm going with Saturday Night. I'm excited for Saturday Night. I hope it's just as frantic as the trailers make it look. I'm excited. And there's like it's semi based on a book, and like if it's good, I might read that book. So that's an even double whammy on that one. What about you, Kayla?
Excited for Diablo 4, Festival of Hatred. I've been excited for that one. I feel like I remember it was going to come out even later, and they bumped it up. It's a good time for, it's getting cold and cozy outside. I just snuggle up all day Saturday and play it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Great idea. Awesome. I tell you what I hope sucks, and that's Silent Hill 2, because I don't want Kayla to beat me in the draft. So I hope that's really bad. But I think I gotta go Anora. Yeah, I was gonna go Folie, Deux, but hearing who the filmmaker is and just all the buzz around the movie, Anora. I don't know how I'm going to watch it because it's probably not going to. It's probably be playing like 100 miles for me or something like that.
Yeah, and I don't even. I tried to look up like, oh, when's the wide release, and it just said like it will release in more theaters after a limited release. There's just like not even information on it. So yeah, we might have to go to. I think it's set in New York. I think we might have to go to New York to see it or something.
Man. Yeah, man, I can't wait to tell Selena that there's another movie from that guy because she likes him too. We really liked. You guys should watch Red Rocket. That's a movie.
It's got Fred Durst in it, right?
No, gosh, what's that? He's a very similar personality to that.
Simon Rex, right.
Simon Rex.
Now I remember. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, he's kind of known for he hires a lot of people like from the area wherever they're filming. A lot of non-actors in his films, and I think Simon Rex is like the only kind of like, person for the poster basically in that one.
The big
but
star.
Check it out.
Red Rocket. Yeah, where's that available? IMDb doesn't say. That's fine. I
own it because I had to buy the fucking thing.
Oh, damn.
It was the only way to watch it on Amazon was to purchase it. So
I'll put it on a disc for me, Mike. And
I can't do that.
So in October, we are excited for Diablo Saturday Night and Anora coming to your screens, at least in limited quantities for Anora. That's it. That is episode 179 of The Machine of Nonsense. It'll be a bit before you hear back from us. Me and Kayla are going on a choo-choo train ride. So we'll be a little bit delayed. Yeah. We're going to get taken down. You're too close to the real thing, Mike.
I think I can.
But
you got like the Quad City DJ Express or something
Okay. Quad City DJ Express. Yeah, right to Music City. Stop it,
man! I love that
Music
song.
Factory.
I can like sing that whole song.
All right. Anyway, so that's October 2024, episode 179 of The Machine of Nonsense. Thanks for listening. Check us out all over social media at The Machine of Nonsense or machineofnonsense@gmail.com to drop us a line. And I promise Disc Dive Part 2 will exist in some form at some time. But in the meantime, check out Part 1 of the Disc Dive. It was great. Woo-hoo. We are getting out of here and saying, ride the train. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for choosing our podcast.
Oh.
Thank you.